We are rolling. This is Justin, and I have glasses.
Hi, this is Joshua, and I just realized Justin is talking in a weird voice.
Yeah, I'm Martin, and I realized everybody is really awkward since it's recording now.
Yeah, this is the first episode of the Apathetic Life podcast.
Wow!
Today we have hosts Justin, Joshua, and Martin, and our
me.
great fact checker over here, Jaeyoung. And yeah, this is the first recording of the first episode, the first podcast to exist at St. Paul Preparatory, Seoul.
The one and only.
Yeah, the Apathetic Life
We're
podcast.
not pathetic.
Good
Great
punch.
joke.
Yeah, good
This is
punchline.
amazing.
Good punchline. So, despite this being the first ever recording we have, I still wanted
You
to.
talk like that.
Sorry, I have to be a good host. I still want this to be kind of pseudo official and kind of correlating with what our constitution of our club is written. So let's just get straight into the topics.
Okay.
So our podcast is gonna talk about a main theme every episode, and every now and then we'll probably get into other interesting themes and trivia and probably go on a lot of tangents. But there is gonna be one main theme per episode. And today's theme is
How to
gonna
get
be
girls.
future technology. Recently, the world has been surprised with the appearance of ChatGPT, currently the most powerful consumer AI product yet
stay in
by
school
OpenAI.
Yeah, me too.
I couldn't stay in school without ChatGPT.
Okay, that's a lie.
ChatGPT is my only friend, you know?
Yeah, you know.
So to give some more
I'll never write
context,
anything now.
Yeah.
our school teachers have apparently done a meeting on how they are gonna combat the use
Yeah.
of ChatGPT.
They're
I'm
all
not sure if that's a
hypocrites.
right word.
Yeah.
Wait, leave that on.
Yes, I think the decision that's been reached is that each teacher has their own policy on the use of ChatGPT. I think our English teachers have made it clear that they are not allowing the use of it in almost any kind of homework or assignment.
Aw.
Yeah, and they are gonna try to check that we aren't using any other sources except for our head.
Okay.
And my computer science teacher, Mr. M, has allowed every use of ChatGPT and actually encourages it
Oh, really?
because he feels like it's a good tool for the future and a good aid.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, but that's also because we're not writing essays, we're writing code, and it's a bit different. And we don't do much like homework. We just do everything in class, so it's a lot harder if you're gonna use ChatGPT. So I don't think he thinks it's that significant. But you know, you hear headlines on like how ChatGPT has passed some kind of medical exam.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you look
yeah.
that up? Like any headlines on?
It passed the MCAT.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
some kind of doctors. Like, of course,
It-
passing doesn't mean like good score.
I mean, it also passed the bar for the lawyers, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it was like 70%.
Taking our job.
I think it was like 60, so barely a pass. But yeah, we are going to fact check
Like,
that one.
imagine if you go to court and your lawyer pulls up ChatGPT in the middle of court.
That's gonna be very. Yeah, but how far, or like, okay, first of all, what do you think on the use of ChatGPT within an academic setting? We're all gonna go to college in like 4 years, and we'll have to write our essays.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be using ChatGPT on your college resume and essays?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, me neither. It's like,
Is there a specific reason?
Cause like ChatGPT, yeah, I would kind of recommend it to use it as like a personal use rather than an academic use. You can use it to improve your writing skills in your personal time, not for your academic goals, achievements.
Yeah.
Cause like I kind of do feel that it's kind of cheating, cause like you're cutting through ways that other students took years to master,
Yeah.
and by just using ChatGPT, you're just stealing away their scores.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's better. It will be better if you just hire someone else to work for your resume rather than use ChatGPT.
Wait, that's not allowed.
No, it's just like a.
Yeah.
I just think it's better, or like you just get extra help from a person, not a robot.
Yeah,
Because like they have more experience, I guess, and
You know, so if you're gonna cheat, you might as well get some knowledge.
yeah, you just get some.
Oh, it's because when you're with a person that's teaching you, it's because they have to verbally explain it, and you can ask questions for them to
Yeah,
reiterate, and you get like more learning experience out of it. But with ChatGPT, you're just Control C, Control Ving it.
Yeah, I mean, like in the long term, I think using ChatGPT kind of makes you dumber, and it's bad for both academic and just literature, like prose.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, all the same dudes are writing it.
I think ChatGPT is gonna, like, in your sense of ChatGPT, great literature writers. Like,
Yeah.
for example, we're studying Toni Morrison
Yeah.
in English class.
Yeah.
I think, you could probably try to ask ChatGPT to emulate her writing, but even so, I don't think it's gonna. At the current state, I think you're right in that department.
And
But
it's not going to be able to create a new style of writing. It's only going to be able at excelling at copying what other revolutionaries have done.
yeah, because I kept thinking as like the great equalizer,
Yeah.
because I don't know exactly what data set it's using. Could you also try to look that up? Don't know what it's based on, like what information it's compiling, but there's gonna be a lot of good stuff and a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I actually used ChatGPT once to create a essay. Like I asked
Okay.
it to write an essay about something.
Okay.
Did
I
you
don't-
submit it somewhere?
Confession.
No. I used it as a personal use because
Okay.
like my dad asked me about something.
And you write an essay to answer him.
No, he was asking, cause like he works in the business side. He asks me how much potential there is for ChatGPT. So I tried to write I tried to ask ChatGPT to write an essay
That's
about
pretty
something.
Clever. Yeah, that's pretty
But I don't know if I asked the question in a wrong way, but the essay was very primitive and
Yeah, they
it-
usually are.
yeah, it was basic and there was nothing surprising about it.
So
lame.
you're saying ChatGPT, if used in an academic setting, like it's not gonna fail, but it's not gonna give you an A+. It's probably gonna give you like a C or
and
B.
especially like in college, like academic settings like high school and college, the gradings really depend on the professors and teachers.
That's
So you have
true.
to find a way to write in a style your teachers prefers, but ChatGPT really can't get that out of it.
I mean,
so
the only reason I think it passed MCAT and the bar exam is because it's just a computer, you know. It
Yeah.
can like put in knowledge.
I
That,
mean, if you give me
know,
Google, I could probably pass
Yeah.
that.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, the sentences are really bland from what I hear, and they're all really like primitive, like Joshua said. So I guess if you use it for academic settings, it's not gonna get you an A or even a B.
I
Sucks.
personally use ChatGPT as like a search engine.
Oh,
You know, instead of
nice.
Google, because Google will lead you to websites, but it's kind of hard to find facts from Google.
I
It's
usually
like,
find that very uncomfortable though, cause like for Google, there's
because with Google you get the source. It's this thing.
How
But
do
with
you cite
ChatGPT,
sources?
you have no hell the
well, like
idea
if
what
you
the
ask
source
a
is.
question to ChatGPT, it rambles for minutes and seconds. Like Google, you just search and there's a website and then there's some descriptions beneath. But ChatGPT it goes on forever.
I feel like ChatGPT is the upgraded version of the Wikipedia search engine.
I mean, like
Like,
Wikipedia
it's
is
very
always
dubious source.
Wikipedia
but-
is always supreme to everything.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, you can. It's like I'd say about like 60% of the time, Wikipedia is like correct.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think of it like that way. Like it's a big Wikipedia source engine, search engine
Yeah.
without the source.
I mean, I think ChatGPT is also kind of based on Wikipedia because it's based on the internet.
Is
And
it though?
There's the chat. I do find that.
You know, ChatGPT probably gets its information from Wikipedia too.
Yeah.
And I don't know why teachers don't like citing sources as Wikipedia.
I searched I asked ChatGPT about where they get their sources from, and one of the sources was Reddit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, it
It's like
says
a
here.
Buddhist
It says
source.
here. We got new information. The model it was trained using the text databases from the internet. This includes 570 gigabytes of data obtained from books, web text, Wikipedia articles, and other
See?
pieces of writing on the internet. This is from sciencefocus.com. Thanks.
Yeah. ChatGPT is just Wikipedia.
ChatGPT literally like goes into like am I the asshole subreddits and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, ChatGPT in like if we're comparing it again to Google, it's only has sources from I think before 2021. So if you ask the current president,
Yeah.
it can't answer it. It'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
say like
yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's only limited to 2021.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
2021.
Why don't they update it?
Yeah. Because the updated version is more expensive and it's not open to the
Oh.
public.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways, okay? So we already established that ChatGPT is probably not going to replace students in terms of academic writing, but then some teachers are looking or consider the possibility that ChatGPT will be used as tools. What do you think about it in general? Like, what do you see the AI future being?
Honestly, I'm scared of the AI future because like I always tell this to my friends and families, but if AI comes out in the market and it becomes so popular that everyone is using it, then I'm gonna go to the forest and live alone. Cause like it's so scary of how the AI is gathering so much information in such a short amount of time, and like that's actually scary because like they can track you down.
They
if they
can
want to.
dox you.
It's like Terminator. It's like Terminator movie.
It's like a doxing machine.
Yeah, so it's like, but like in an academic level, I still dislike using it, but it's actually kind of surprising that some teachers in our school actually approve using ChatGPT.
No, I think like we shouldn't try to condemn it as a whole, and we should try to integrate it with our learning because it's like a new tool, and we should try to utilize it.
Yeah, that's true.
So the teachers might not like it, but their kids probably will like it a lot when they grow.
Yeah, I think the same thing as you. I feel like the developers of OpenAI are very treading this as carefully as they can while being still relevant, because I think they understand the gravity of and importance their products have on the entirety of the human race. And even now, like I think they made some updates to ChatGPT where it won't answer if they're not a certain amount of percent sure that what the information they say is correct. And I mean, I still think it's gonna improve, and like personally, I am a data fanatic and I love
Nerd.
information. Yeah, thanks.
I mean, like when Google first came out, teachers didn't approve the use of it, but now we can't live without it. And I think
Yeah,
it's
now
kinda
they
the
just
same
go
thing.
like say, oh look plagiarism
Just Google
checker.
it.
Like, imagine ChatGPT being used as a plagiarism checker.
You-
That's gonna be the most accurate plagiarism checker out there in the market.
Yeah. I think they're only looking at the dark side of it. You know, you can use
Yeah,
it for a lot. Like you said, you can use it for research and like a lot of different stuff.
I want like a representative from OpenAI to come and like give a speech on the defense of AI and kind of make it as transparent as possible, because
I think
Like-
they're too busy for that.
But it's
I
crazy
know.
because like if you're trying to write an academic essay or something, you'll probably have to rely on a source that's primary or secondary, and you have to probably go to websites that's
exactly,
official.
like citing sources is never gonna go away, and ChatGPT doesn't cite sources, so it
Loser.
itself in an academic setting is not gonna be reliable, and that's
Yeah.
just true for its current being. And well, that's the difference between ChatGPT and Google.
Well, I think like plagiarism's fine, but I think
Plagiarism. Quoted.
Wait, hear me through. But the reason why ChatGPT sucks because it can't make jokes in the essay. I think that's why.
Oh,
it's
it
terrible.
won't give out your unique personality.
Yeah,
'cause-
yeah,
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it can't give you a good hook sentence. You know.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was ChatGPT, and I mean, we all I think we all agree when we say AI is not gonna go away anytime soon. It's only
Okay.
probably gonna get
Yeah.
more intense.
Okay, that's a pretty heavy
And-
topic.
Yeah, that was a heavy topic, but AI is just only one aspect of the technologies of the future. See this great segue to the other topic. Recently, Boston Dynamics released a video
Oh, that
of
was
their
really cool though.
of their robot Atlas.
It was really cool.
It was
What
okay.
is
Let
it?
me describe the video. It's on YouTube. Go see it if you're listening to this. It's this worker, like it's all staged and stuff like that. But a worker was working on something, kind of a couple floors up, a like fake building or something like that. And then they didn't have a tool because they left their toolbox on the ground.
Yeah.
So they just touch on their tablet, and then Atlas just stands up, grabs the toolbox,
Oh.
walks up this like
Obstacle.
fake, yeah, obstacle. It's like basically an obstacle course, but it's not just like a straight line. You have to
Jump.
he like jumps and climbs up stuff and knocks things down to make foot places and stuff like that.
I mean,
And
like, for the cost it took to build that robot, you could get like 1,000 dudes to do that for you. You know?
yeah, that's true. But then I think we already have like machines and robots
Yeah.
in like factories, and like Tesla's Gigafactory is very famous for using as less human as possible.
Yeah.
But I think what Boston Dynamics wants to do is to push the sort of
Limits.
push the limits of robotics, because we all would think like, oh, robots can't make their own decision based on their surroundings, and Boston Dynamics is showing that like, if we run this program 1,000 times, he'll do it once.
I mean, the Boston Dynamics videos are really popular for like them abusing the robots.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. They push it around all the time. But I'm not worried about Boston Dynamics. Like they cook up the weirdest things.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I trust them.
I mean, they're like an engineering meth house.
Yeah.
Every single stuff over there.
But what did get me concerned is, when like it's obvious like places like OpenAI and Boston Dynamics, they're clearly the Thomas Edisons of this generation, right? It's like the whole team is like cooking up something that will wow the world. But these places are being bought out by companies. So OpenAI was recently bought out for a large amount of money by Microsoft, and their plans was to bring OpenAI into Bing, which is their
I totally forgot that Bing existed.
yeah, it's their search engine that nobody uses,
Yeah.
and they only use it because it's tied into Microsoft stuff.
I mean, like, I think Microsoft employees use Google and not Bing. Who uses Bing?
I mean, I think their hope is for ChatGPT to
Yeah.
make their search engine more better, and move their focus to more AI and like text-based stuff. But then like moving off of ChatGPT, I don't want to stay too much on that topic. But then even Boston Dynamics were bought out by Hyundai Motors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of
Hyundai
Korea.
owns
They were bought out by Hyundai Motors, or I'm not entirely sure if they were bought out 100%, but a large portion of them were bought out by Hyundai
I actually
Motors.
think it helps them grow.
Yeah, because Boston Dynamics was suffering
Yeah.
financially because they cook up the weirdest things, and it takes a lot of money, but they're not being funded enough.
Yeah.
And so when I heard the news, I was like, oh, good. Hyundai Motors is investing and developing, better technology. These robots could potentially make our workplaces safer and more efficient.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Microsoft and Hyundai are both companies that like to make money. And when money gets into the thing.
Boston Dynamics probably likes making money too.
Yeah, I'm not saying like
Just can't.
ChatGPT, OpenAI, or Boston Dynamics doesn't like making money. I'm just worried that maybe in the future, their decisions, their more ethic or moral decisions, might be swayed by greed.
Well, I'm a big corporate sellout, so I really wish that more companies get sold out and they get enough funding they need. Because big companies, when they buy them out, they give them a lot of money, and you can almost guarantee stable funding for their research.
Yeah, unless they just steal their work and make a product that flops.
I mean, well, like that's their efforts too.
Okay.
As a pro-humanist like me, I think the fact that Boston Dynamics is bought out by these big shot companies are kind of concerning to the current society. And I even think, furthermore, that the the activities that Boston Dynamics are doing is kind of not good for the current humanity.
Can
and
you
the current
elaborate?
world. Is if you think about it, these companies and these robotics and AI business is not for the majority of the people of the population.
It is like
It's for the rich people to save cut.
I wouldn't
to
say
cut costs,
okay.
to
I wouldn't
cut
say
costs off of their factory to stop paying people and just use robots. Because how many people are working for factories around? There's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
But if you just replace them with robots, what will they do? They have no jobs left, and especially in this time
That's
of
their
an
problem.
overpopulating country or world, then what kind of benefits do we have to just create a robot and replace ourselves?
You could pass the time with doing ChatGPT while
Well,
you're unemployed.
We need money, right? And how do we make money? We need jobs. But if those people just loses jobs, then it'll probably be bad for our economy. And
I'm not that smart to answer your concern.
Well,
of,
I'm
like-
that smart, so let me answer.
I mean, I genuinely can't think of a situation where like a new technology. I mean, like think about it. When people started farming, they made a lot of babies because they want more people to work on their farms. And then suddenly someone invented the tractor and the plow, and suddenly we need a lot less people to make a lot more grain. And did that kill out the farmers? Not really.
But then, do they work off of fiat money? Do they use greenbacks? No, they just farm and they use their products to, literally eat their products, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's.
I
a
mean,
different
they
thing.
sell them too. They don't just eat
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
they harvest.
I mean, they do, but for factory workers, do they eat the stuff that they make? No, that's impossible.
they could if they wanted to.
Yeah, but is it nutritious? No, I don't
But
think.
okay, let's think about this. Sure, a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs, and a lot of people are gonna lose their minimum wage jobs. But if you think about it, I mean, maybe because I'm not saying that factories will be no longer human populated. I mean, even in Tesla's Gigafactory, which I'd argue is probably the factory with the least amount of people possible, they still have a lot of people checking the robots' work, making sure nothing goes wrong. Because what robots can't do is prepare for unexpected situations.
But are they unskilled workers?
What do you mean?
Are those factory checkers unskilled workers?
That's what I'm saying.
We got a
Maybe
populist
it's
over
time
here.
maybe it's time to eliminate the unskilled worker.
What the hell do you mean by that? Genocide?
Are you
No,
saying
I'm not
to
saying,
kill
like-
the population.
I'm not saying
Justin
to
saying
kill
kill the
people.
poor.
I'm saying
yeah.
that
Cancel Justin.
maybe it's time for human race as a whole is being more specialized now.
That's exactly what Hitler says.
But that's just an idea. How are you gonna achieve? How
I'm just
how are you
thinking.
gonna
It's
achieve
just a thought thing. If we train people to be good factory managers and good robot supervisors, they're gonna be good factory managers and good robot supervisors.
But that's not gonna happen,
Yeah,
right?
even if they get trained, there's still a limited amount of jobs,
And
I mean, yeah, that's true. If your argument is less jobs, I can't say you got me that.
We
But
won.
what I'm saying
Yes,
is that
we won.
maybe just maybe I'm losing this argument here. Nobody's gonna look down on people working in factories anymore.
because there's nobody working there anymore.
No, because people there are gonna legit have a very high level of education required job.
But only
Yeah.
so much of those ex-factory workers will be.
I mean,
elected
of
as
course,
a-
of course.
I
I'm
kinda
not.
get what
I'm
Justin's
not
saying.
saying that this is good for the job market. It's terrible for the job market. But I'm just saying it's a thought to consider when you're
I
thinking
think
about
to
this thing,
achieve,
seriously.
to go with your idea, I think we need to reduce the population first a bit,
Yeah.
and we need
We
to,
are kind of
we have
overpopulated.
to overgo some more quarantines and some pandemics. Then I think that will be.
Well,
okay.
you're blaming me for genocide, and you hearing this thing?
I just hope that the development is just kind of gets stunned until I get to have a job.
Yeah, me too.
After that, I don't care.
As a person who's aiming for a college to get a job. This is just threatening, life-threatening.
Yeah.
But more robots.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's really silly how humans are being outperformed by robots. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, still
It's
in
like,
some
throw
industries,
them some water.
Yeah.
See how they do.
in some industries, like using humans are cheaper.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like people like say like their robots are replacing us. Like
Yeah.
not all the time. Like
Yeah.
I know like making guitars,
Yeah.
like electric guitars, they aren't done by
Yeah. It takes expertise. You know the pair of robotic arms that like makes coffee and stuff.
I
think-
saw
yeah,
one.
those
I
ones.
think that's
Yeah.
really pointless because, like, a robot that makes coffee is just a vending
I
machine.
think when I think when people say like, oh, I think it's just gonna be a bigger contrast in between like what people want there to be nuance and what people want there to be precision. Because in some industries, precision is everything. Like when you're
Yeah,
making
yeah,
medicine, oh, you want that precision to a
Spec.
to a T, bro. Like you overdose a little bit and that's screwed. But for like coffee, people enjoy the nuances. They don't want the same cup of every
Right.
time. So I think baristas are still gonna be around.
I mean, like, even with precision requiring jobs, you still want people because, like, what if they malfunction? What if they, like,
Yeah, that's
give
true.
15 doses of morphine to some dude and now he's just convulsing
There's
everywhere?
always gonna be I think people say, oh, humans are unreliable,
Yeah.
human error. I think if humans are the ones checking the job, I think they'll do a lot better.
Yeah, I think if AI improves to a certain level, we can just kind of all change to communism.
Yeah, I literally think that because
Yeah.
like
Because all the low end jobs,
yeah,
AI
I feel like
replace.
if all the jobs are managed or taken by robots and AIs, then there's no really much meaning for the economy and stuff. We can just do whatever we want, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, economy and grammar is all made up.
Yeah.
Nothing's real.
It's all made up by humans to make a
Yeah.
better system and live better.
Yeah.
Okay. So to summarize, you
Nothing's
think
real. It's all a social
It's all
construct.
lie.
AI is definitely still coming, but it might be a risk to our job market, as in the point of the employee.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I want to throw in one last topic from this theme, and that's gonna be, what do you think about AI art?
It's
Art.
horrible. As a person who's really passionate about art and drawing and stuff like that, I really despise it because
Yeah.
like it really takes out the fun of art and the
definitely.
creativity of
Yeah.
art.
They're only focusing on the technical aspects.
Yes,
And they
that's
don't even
true.
do it real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing why I agree to all of you, where people think of as art as something good to look at, and for a lot of people it is like, oh, that thing's pretty, I like it, that's good art. But sometimes
it.
like the most simplest things can have the most deepest
Yeah.
meanings, and I think that meaning is what alleviates or increases the meaning or worth of that art
mean,
piece.
But then again, I feel like that maybe this is what people thought of artists like Marcel Duchamp or Andy Warhol in the first time, or even, you know, like Impressionists were not considered to be great artists when they first came out, you know.
Yeah, but I think this is a theory of mine.
Yeah.
A game, you know.
People, imagine when digital art first came out, do you think it got crucified? I don't know, I wasn't around at
Yeah.
that era, but do you think like, oh, you're a digital artist, disgusting, you think people were like that?
I think digital
They
art
probably were, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that there's gonna be people that specifically draw with AI art.
Oh.
They're gonna use AI as their brush.
But then it comes to that dilemma where who's the painter? Is
I
it the
mean, like,
AI or is it the one
Most
who
people
puts in command?
only use AI art these days for like commission pornography, you know. I mean, it's true. Like, you go on
Yeah.
Twitter, it's all that.
I mean, I think a lot of people who want AI products or like AI art products are people who focus only on the result. Like, they don't care about the nuance or the meaning or doing it in a specific style. They care about it looking good. And this is a story I heard.
Yeah.
Someone like someone went to this, like, their husband, their brother-in-law's place, and then they saw a bunch of space photos hanging on the wall, and then they're like, oh, is that the new photos from the James Webb Telescope?
Yeah.
And then the brother-in-law was like, no, that's just it's like space pictures I got from the AI and just like printed it and posted it on my wall.
I mean, but like space pictures are so easy to replicate by AI.
I mean, yeah, that's my point. Like, if you're gonna do
dogs.
something like that where you only care about the outcome,
I feel like people are gonna start using AI to like lie to get girls. You know, if they can like lie about having pictures from the James Webb, and then think of all the lies they could conjure up to get girls. You know?
I think like the most saddest part of AI art is that despite these controversies about AI art and how people are saying, artists mainly are saying that it's not art, I think just the common people will just use AI art and start.
I mean, that's the
finishing.
problem with everything that hits mainstream. When you're trying to give it to a large amount of people, the best results is always going to be the most simplest, the most generalist thing. And that's been for every industry. Think of photography. When the camera was invented in like the 1800s or something like that, I mean, photography, only people with cameras could actually become a photographer. And since then, it's been like 200 years where the skill has been developed, where many people spent their lives on like honing this craft, and then like they invest thousands of dollars in equipment and consider everything. But now people just go, heh heh, iPhone, click click, heh heh, and like to them, it's probably be like traversely, like, how dare you use that dirty 12 megapixel camera on your phone? It's not even in focus. It's using computational imagery, and they have their like DSLR cameras and like, this is real art. And then the average person go, hey guys, this is my Snapchat picture. I took it with my selfie camera. I mean, I think it's gonna be become sort of the same way, where it's sad to say, but I think artists are gonna be a little more harder, because the general person, they don't care.
Yeah.
This is why everyone wants to go to STEM major.
Yeah, this is why.
You know what's an even bigger threat than like AI art to art? It's like NFTs,
I wasn't gonna talk about that because we've been
It
over.
pissed me off so much.
We could make an entire podcast video just about NFTs.
I mean, they use them both together. It's like a money
art,
printing
art
machine.
and AI.
Yeah. And they use AI to pump out NFTs that just needs
That's a
business
billion-dollar business.
Yeah.
The artists drawing NFTs and selling them for overpriced money. No, we are gonna pump machine out these NFTs with AI art.
Printing machine.
Anybody who's making that idea, that's ideas from us.
Yeah, like Martin came up with that.
Infinite money glitch.
But you think it's gonna be the same thing with economics, where there's too much supply, the demand will fall.
I mean, like, why would you pay like $10,000 for a picture of a damn monkey? I don't get the point in NFTs. And the fact it is non-fungible, to me, it just reduces its value.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, why?
I think that our current economy is not fit for these new factors.
I think the core part of the internet, I think some people said this about me. There's like a couple rules on the internet. It's like nobody said that, but if you break them, you're gonna just ruin yourself.
Oh, we're getting kind of Reddit over here.
Yeah, I think one of them was, don't make anything that was previously free paid.
Yeah.
For no improvement.
Yeah.
I think that was the one of them. I can't really think.
Then explain prostitutes.
No, but this is like on the internet.
Oh, sorry. Sorry
And
about that.
like the general is
Then
always
explain
gonna be different.
OnlyFans.
I mean, not a lot of people use OnlyFans, and I'm saying like the same product. Like, for example, does anyone know about Clip Studio Paint?
Oh
Yeah. No,
So
no.
they recently announced a tweet where they're gonna change their program into a subscription service.
Yeah.
Which, if you think about just at a glance, the price is way lower if you're gonna buy the program. But then people thought about it, and there's like, I've used Clip Studio Paint for 5 years. I paid the original price for it, and that's cheaper than paying it every month. And so all the artists went on riot, and then like other companies were like, "Hey guys, we're not a subscription service. Come to our place." And legit, became so big of a deal that they changed back. It's no
Yeah.
longer a subscription service,
Yeah.
and they retrieved their announcement. And so, that's like one example of like, don't make things more expensive, and if it's gonna be the exact same product. With NFTs, and also coming off of that, don't make anything that's like, the internet is designed to be copy pasted. Your ideas are gonna be, I'm not saying I condone this, I condone this, but your ideas are definitely gonna get stolen. Your jokes are gonna get stolen, but that's the internet, because there's so much out there, and copy pasting and stealing other things work is all common. But now you're here on the internet and saying, I'm gonna make things non-fungible, like I'm gonna make it not copy pastable, and then the average Twitter user goes, hey, Control C, Control V, copy image.
I'm just gonna screenshot every single one of those.
Yeah, exactly. So on the internet, in real life, I mean, NFTs are just like paintings,
Yeah.
like the real life version where there's only one of them, and you like
there's a
move it
Twitter
around.
channel where the guy goes around screenshotting people's NFT profile photos, and he uploaded a 1 terabyte file of all the combinations of NFTs he could get. Yeah, so like it's pointless. It's a waste
I think
of
it's
money.
a very bad business strategy.
But
You're
people
making,
buy into it, you know.
I know there's a lot of people that buy into it, but I'm not one of them. I'm just gonna get me canceled in the
You know
future.
what? I think it's a bad choice for the buyers, and it's a terrible economic and artistic device, but it's a good business idea. It's
What?
like, you just slap together some crappy digital art and then you sell it for like what, 1 million times its original price.
Okay,
It's pretty nice.
the most expensive painting in the world that was sold is the Mona Lisa.
It was sold. I didn't know.
I mean,
that.
the Louvre bought
Oh yeah, yeah.
it. Would you pay? What do you think there's gonna be a future where the most expensive painting in the world is gonna be an NFT?
Considering that people buy bananas that's stuck in the wall for like millions of dollars. Yeah.
Modern
Hey,
art.
I like
Yeah,
that.
but
I like
that's-
that
that's
installation.
like-
Don't go against that. I
That's
like
like
that
in
banana.
real life.
Yeah,
I think
like
there's a
that
difference
banana.
between in real life
I
and the
love
internet,
Catlin. I love Catlin.
because
I like
real
it too.
life things and the internet only made, the real life is all about like not being replicatable.
Considering that the first tweet was bought for millions of dollars, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, but just because people pay more money, does it have more artistic value? Absolutely not. But I feel
course.
like it's already overbid the Mona Lisa or something, you know?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, NFTs bad.
Terrible.
Because terrible business strategy. You're paying for things that doesn't need to be paid.
Yeah. I mean, and the pictures are not even good. Like, I seriously want to know why the hell they would buy them.
I
I
think
mean,
it's just like
they think of
investments.
they think of it as investments.
Dumb if you
I think
think of it.
it's just people being dumb. Like they bought GameStop stocks,
That's
voting for Trump and stuff like that. They want to be quirky.
You know the guy that let the entire game stop the phase? That guy disappeared off of Reddit.
Oh,
I mean, of
Yeah.
course.
Everybody's trying to kill him.
Okay, I think that's a good end spot for
Okay.
our talks
Do we have a
on
closing?
technology. I mean, if you want one.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Okay.
This was the Apathetic Life.
Friendship is magical.
You have any one-liners, Joshua?
Life
Kendall?
is existential.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Great. Thanks for
Please
listening.
call me.
I hope I can get this edited
And
within a
call me.
week.
This is like
Thanks.